Favorite game? What the hell? That's Älisa! My God! Älisa's attacking Whitney from behind. Älisa with the wicked game from behind. Holy shit is right. She's attacking Whitney White from behind. We were getting ready for our next match here, but she's attacking Whitney White from behind with the chair. Three chair shots. And Älisa has debuted here in RCW, and she's just walking out of the arena. She's walking out of here. What the hell? Hey, what's going on, guys? Botch TV here, and I'm here with another character profile. So this one is going to focus on Älisa, my character, Bryan Outlaw's love interest. So the story for Älisa had really, once again, came out of nowhere. A lot of these stories, I just have like random ideas, and I'll write them down in my phone, and, you know, they'll just end up being really, really cool somehow. I don't know how that happens, but, you know, some of your best ideas, you never intend for them to become of anything. So I really wanted to tap into my German ancestry, as I have German ancestry, I have Irish ancestry, but most of my family's heritage comes from Germany, so I decided to make Älisa from Germany. And so Älisa, she's a German orphan from the streets of Berlin, Germany. She was brought to the United States by Bryan Outlaw, and Bryan Outlaw went to Hamburg, Germany to see Älisa wrestle. And it was kind of love at first sight. And for her debut, I really wanted it to be different, because in the WWE games, there isn't many run-in cutscenes or anything too wildly interesting. So rather than her debut be just some dumb cutscene that we've seen 100 times, I thought I'd make her debut really, really special. And I still think it's one of the best called things that I've ever done. I'll have it in the beginning of this video here. But one of the coolest things that I really, really liked about doing this debut was I got to try out something different. So I did 3 videos in the voice of Bryan Outlaw that basically explained how much he loved Älisa and how much, you know, he wanted to be with her, and it was kind of one of those things where he was so infatuated by her. You know, the crystal blue eyes, you get hypnotized. That's one of the quotes that I had said in there. And I don't really script anything when I do the promos, so it was 100% authentic. And so Bryan and Älisa both learned each other's languages. I learned a little bit of German. I can speak it. I can have conversations with people, like casual things. But I did it to learn my ancestry, but also to make the character more realistic. I took a step further in making the character be more realistic, and in that way, so that when I make the tweets for her, like you saw in the Luna Outlaw character profile, her tweets would be in German. Sometimes her tweets would be in English. It was all dependent on what I wanted to do. So because of Älisa being an orphan, Bryan and Älisa both agreed to never say the words "I love you" to one another. They agreed to never say the words "I love you" because Bryan's side of the family, like Bryan, his father's side of the family abandoned him, was never really there for him, and so he never really understood what that felt like. And obviously, with Älisa being an orphan, she never knew what love was because she never had any parents growing up, so she kind of had to fend for herself, and Bryan Outlaw wanted to help her and get her out of the hellhole that she was in. And they agree never to say the words "I love you," and for her entrance music, I chose Was ich liebe, which is what I love in German, and it's a song by Rammstein. I chose the instrumental live cover because when they do this song live, there's this long guitar intro, and it's so ominous and so beautiful at the same time that I felt like it captured Elisa's character. And with the whole Bryan and her not saying I love you, it kind of makes sense because the song is actually about the lead singer Till not loving anything at all because he believes that it'll just end in heartbreak and end in pain and suffering. And he says, I'm not allowed to love, that way I don't have to suffer, I don't have to be in pain. If I don't love anything, then I can't experience the pain that comes with it. And so, that's kind of what I wanted for Älisa. I wanted that theme, and it just felt so amazing. So I did that for those 3 videos. And then I wanted to kill off this character, Whitney White, which you saw in the beginning of the video. I wanted to kill her off television. And so I thought, have Älisa come out, do the Wicked Game, and be done with it. But before that, what you didn't see in the clip, because I wasn't able to get it, was the promo that happened before that. It was sort of an idea to kill off her character, saying that Bryan Outlaw had brought Whitney White in as like a member of the roster, and she took advantage of his family, took advantage of the kindness and everything else. And it was actually a reference to a streamer that had taken advantage of me and my mods and basically ghosted us and wanted nothing to do with us anymore. So it was kind of like a real life scenario, but with this character. And so I called their finisher the Wicked Game, Elisa's finisher the Wicked Game, because love is a wicked game, life's a wicked game. It can grab you by the balls, it can do things that you never imagined it would, so that's why I named her finisher that. And so, in that promo, I said, "Willst du ein Spiel spielen?" which is, want to play a game, in German. And Bryan Outlaw says, "Why don't I show you my favorite game?" Boom, lights go out. Boom, the lights go out. And then you hear the chants of holy shit, and you just see Älisa beating the hell out of Whitney White, and then she leaves, and then Whitney White is just gone. She's just killed off television, and it was one of the best debuts that I put together because it was different than the traditional cutscene where she's just there, and evidently you see Älisa, go through these things and try to cause a little bit of turmoil within the Outlaw family. Ultimately, Bryan and Älisa aren't together anymore. He proposed to her, and then eventually, and then obviously that never happened. They never got married or anything like that, which you can see all that on RCW here on my channel. But I thought her story was very, very interesting because it kind of just evolved and it was something different. She was the first character that I tried to do something different with in terms of the way that she was debuting. So I did those 3 videos, then I did the killing off of Whitney White, and before that match, Whitney White was brutalized by Luna Outlaw, Bryan's sister, and chokeslammed through the 2 announce tables and beaten the hell out of and stuff like that. So it was a proper send-off for her character, and it was a beautiful debut for Älisa. So it worked out in the end, and I'm happy that it did. So let me know what you guys think about Älisa in this character profile. We're going to do Bella Durov next. She's going to be the one that we do next. The Moscow product, Bella Durov. And hopefully you guys love these character profiles. I plan to do more of them. If I come out with more characters in 2K23, I plan to do more of those. So stay tuned for that. Again, tell someone you love them, stay safe, and I will catch you guys on another video.